Series. Tonight, we're under the lights here at the Arizona State Sun Devils 141. 90 about to be. We're going to see if that will change during the course of today's race with these Buffalo Wild Wings Series drivers. Xavier Alsop starts on the pole position, comes this race 10th in the point standings. Paul Michaels alongside of him, 13th in the point. That's Makoto Tanaka and Sean Art complete the opening two rows. Here's the rest of the grid right over here. Got some drivers starting near the rear of the field here today. Keep these cars rolling. I was trying to get back to the points leader, and that is a... Is that a wave off? Because the two looked like the two car was running a little slow. Somebody was slow. Yep, that's a wave off. That is a wave off. Wave off. Wave off. Kaylee Rankin had a problem, and that's an automatic wave off. Want to make sure everybody rolls off. They get her spot back. Check the back of the field, make sure everybody's good to go. Yep, they are good. Here's the points entering this race. All the way down to your rookie of the year standings. Wyatt Garcia comes in this race as your points leader by 13 points over Ari Springer. Max Lipson, who lost the points lead last week, fell third. He is 47 points back. As that's another wave-off start. That's the 16 had a mechanical problem. That is an automatic wave-off. It's Jake Putnam, 71 back. And the rest of your top 10, Jesse Art, John Wesley Allen, Luke Peters, Stephanie Driscoll, and Xavier Alsop are pole sitter. As we've had now two wave-offs to start this race. Neil Watts decided, I don't want to take the green. And the official's like, you must take the green. So we've had to do two pace laps as a result of this. Making sure nobody pulls off the track. There's Bill Knight, who raced his way into this race via the non-charter race. Haley Deegan making her second start, also raced her way in through the non-charter race that you didn't see. Of course, there was no TV as far as that's concerned. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is 94 laps of racing. The Arizona State Sun Devils 141 about to get underway. Green flag. We're racing in Arizona. Last night's Truck Series race was kind of spread out, and didn't have any cautions. I expect this race to have some cautions, because there's no way in the world these drivers are going to go 94 laps caution-free. Makoto Tanaka, she's driving for Tommy Joe Martins' team. Tanaka 35th in the points. She is third to last in points of the drivers that have ran every race this season. Check back here. Amanda Wallace is back here at the rear of the field. Ivory Walker could not afford a bad race tonight. Well, actually, she could because she's 16th in the points. Never mind. Chloe Carmichael's back here. Monica Towns, Lainey Fredrickson, and Samantha Greenville's back here. There's April Winter. She has not had a good season in Buffalo Wild Wings. I called it. I said we are not going to get away with a caution-free race in Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was correct. Ivory Walker just won the 66. That was Abigail Furling, who just raced her way into tonight's race via the non-charter race. And our first caution of the weekend is out. Looked like they tried to go 4 wide, and that was not a smart idea. And looked like the 20... Or it was Ari Springer who shot the 20 up into the 3. Paul Michaels got a piece of the AC Delco Chevrolet. I knew it. I knew we weren't going to get away, and then there's contact right there with the 70 and the 66. '66 didn't hit anybody. And our first yellow of the race is out. Doesn't look like the leaders are coming to pit road, so we're just going to go straight to the restart. Yep, nobody out. We went clean and green yet last night in the truck race. Not the case tonight. Sean Hart now going to second position. Former winner this season, but outside the top 30 in the points. And his win from Martinsville would not count towards a spot into the playoffs. He was a good 9 points back of 30th in the standings. That's occupied by Victor, gets a spot into the playoffs, and hopefully confirm himself into the playoffs. So as things stand as far as the playoff drivers are concerned that have a win this season and are inside the top 30 in points. Wyatt Garcia, Max Lipson, John Wesley Allen, Bella San Diego, Greta Wagner, that's 5. Ivory Walker and Maria Nowicki, that's 7. They are currently inside the top 30 in the point standings. Their wins would count towards a spot into the playoffs. Ari Springer, Hattie Sport, Jake Putnam, Jesse Art, and Luke Peters would be the 5 drivers that get into this race or get into the playoffs based on points alone. Now, Sean Art has a win this season. As I mentioned, he is 9 points back of 30th in the standings. Last week's winner, Lucky Prescott, 36 in the point standings. She's a whopping 158 points back of 30th in the standings. But we still have a long way to go, so maybe Lucky Prescott could get herself in the top 30 in the point standings. So that way her win last week at Bristol Dirt can count towards a spot into this season's chase for the championship. Seeing a number of drivers back here running well in points back here. I saw John Wesley Allen, and he swore 4th in the point standings back here. There's Lucky Prescott, last week's winner, her first career win in the Buffalo Wild Wings series. The guy she's trying to chase down to get in the top 30 in points, Victor Gonzalez, is 23rd. Figure out where your points leader is. The 28 of Wyatt Garcia. There he is in 4th. The gal that's trying to run him down for the points lead, Ari Springer's right there. She's in 16th. He's up there in 12th. So right now, as things stand, Wyatt Garcia would keep the points lead heading into next week's race, which next week we're heading to Richmond. And all 3 series will be back together again. And caution's out for the second time because I see Tanaka slowing down. Yep, yellow's out. Maria Nowicki, Lainey Fredrickson must have been involved in whatever this incident was. Our second yellow of the night. And he's right in that danger zone of possibly losing his charter for next season. It's like Hugo, Nowicki, and Fredrickson's going to come to pit road. So those 3 will have to pit. Lainey Fredrickson, 19th in the points coming into this race. Not the run she would have liked. Justin Hugo, as I said, could not afford a bad day. He's 26 in points. He's had a struggling start to the season. Of course, nobody out of the race from that second incident. So I'm really, as we're back to green, I am really not surprised. Or night. Of course, you didn't see it on TV, sadly. Here comes Sean Art. As I said, came in this race 9 points back to 30th in the standings. 5 points will cut that deficit down to 4. And he will succeed and lead that lap. A second win for Sean Art could possibly not only put him back. He blew up. He blew up. God damn it! I just jinxed Sean. I was getting ready to say he would be only 4 points back to 30th in the standings. That's not going to happen. And how everybody missed him is beyond me. Toby did not accept the apology, and he's flat out rude. Sean blowing up on the back straightaway. Have they already pulled him behind the wall being dropped? Contact between the 66 and the 45. Not sure what's going on between those two. Unless the 66 overdrove the corner, which that would be my guess. And a Wallace too close to Stephanie Driscoll there. There's Jared Underhill. Of course, next week will be no Monster Energy Series drivers at Richmond. Our points leader cracked in the top 10. JJ Park still leads this race. So we're down to 41 drivers on track and on the lead lap. About to make me this race is going on, so give me 1 second. It keeps saying 18 minutes, but it's not. Because Wi-Fi likes to use the St. Louis Deadbird strategy on it, so I do apologize for the difficulties and everyone's cheering. was trying to get me some lunch. Are we under caution? Yes, we are under caution. Go back to my lunch baking later, but the yellow flag. What was that all about, you two? That's male abuse for Bella San Diego. I don't know what that. Is everybody coming in? Looks like that's the case. While they're making pits. Oh, Bill Nye has had a problem. JJ Park won the battle off pit road as I need to go smack my phone for being a derping hyena. Saying, oh no, we can't connect. And Toby's like, that's good. I smacked my phone again for being drunk. Connect, not connect. I've already paid the damn phone bill and it's being a derping hyena. And Toby's laughing. I had to go hit him with a baseball bat. Victor Gonzalez all the way back here. Trying to make sure my phone doesn't become drunk when I go get my freaking food out of the microwave. Swear to God, if it does, then I'm gonna go smack it. I'm gonna start teasing and say, that's good. Being drunk, no, it's not good. At least, probably I had to smack it. There's Haley Deegan, who raced her way into this race via the non-charter race. Excuse me. Damn it, a second. There. Alright, sorry about that. There we go. New race leader in Derby, J.J. Park and Xavier Allsop. Continues on. Kaylee Rankin's back here. Not sure what happened. If I'm quite using the dead bird strategy, if I was like, okay. I can tell you the 43 and the 45 is going to have a good team meeting after this race. I can imagine the ride home between those two. We're at now 40 to go. Darby King still your leader. We know Laney's damaged. Haley Deegan making her second start. Xavier Allsop in third. If you missed last week's announcement, it's like, no, you do not apologize, and I need to smack you, pile of shit. And Toby's like, yay! J.J. Park having a good run tonight. Meanwhile, excuse me. The good news for Darby King is that after the race, she's going to probably go right to bed. Darby King and Haley Deegan first and second. Darby King comes into this race. Where is Darby King? She's 12th in points. We'll see where this is going to situate. Let's see where the points leader is at. Points leader is running in 20 seconds, sorry. Ari Springer, Addie Swartz, 4th. Jake Putnam is 17th. He was 5th in points. Jesse's 6th. I think Jesse might take the points lead heading into next week. Points. We're probably in for a point shakeup heading into next week at Richmond. Shut up, stomach. Yeah, Jessie looks like she might take the points lead heading into next week. Derby girl. Get out of the final, we keep it together. Maria Nowicki. with an engine failure. Right, just seconds after he took the lead and got his 5 points. So running in 31st, so she's not doing her chances of getting into the top 30 in points any favors. But she is ahead of, like, Victor Gonzalez, so... $14 to go. Not sure what happened to Ari Springer. Lucky Prescott's running in 30th, not the run she would have liked tonight. Most of our drivers running well in points, having a dismal run tonight. They have just lapped Lady Fredrickson and Justin Hugo. Next car Darby King is going to lap is Maria Nowicki. Where Nowicki has now gone a lap down. Derby King just taking it nice and easy. Trying to get JD Motorsports their first win of the season. And also for Derby King trying to get herself into the playoffs. Good run for Annie Winters in fifth. Haven't talked much about Annie Winters tonight. She absolutely needed a good run after a recent struggle she's been on the last couple of weeks. As Lucky Prescott made up any ground, she has somewhat. Up to 29th. Oh, Bridget Thomas is blown up. Well, Bridget Thomas's night's finally going to come to an end, so that's going to put an end to her miserable night. With about 5 laps to go. And it's another engine failure, this time from the Dodge camp. Four laps to go. Bridget Thomas has teleported to pit road, so that will end her night. Oh, contact between Scarlett Nelson and Jake Putnam. We can keep it going. Go back up to the 0 Derby King, who will have 4 to go. Will be 3 to go next time by. Ready to go. All Derby King has to do is hit her lines. That's all she has to do. Now 2 to go. But the one person who will be very happy to see Derby King go to victory lane, her team owner, Nathan Orman. Of course, Nathan Orman failed to qualify for this race. And Derby King looking pretty darn good. White flag for Derby King. Because she took the white flag, if we have a crash, we will race back to the line no matter what. Looks like this race will end under the green flag. Entering 3 and 4 in our 10th start this season in Buffalo Wild Wings Series. Derby King's going to win the Arizona State Sun Devils 141 here tonight from Arizona Speedway. And Derby King, who came into this race 12th in points rather, not only will fire herself up in the top 10 of points, she might have just locked herself a spot into this season's Buffalo Wild Wings Series chase for the championship. Excuse me there for the hiccups. Standings are now official. So Derby King is the winner. Amanda Wallace, great run for her in second. So close, but 21st in the points. Her first top 5 of the season. Good job to her. Annie Winters, well-needed run for a driver who has really been struggling the last few weeks. Comes home in third. Luke Peters in fourth. Sierra Harris fifth. Stephanie Driscoll, Carlos Knott, Jesse Art, well-deserved run in eighth. She might have just taken the points lead. We'll have to wait and see when you see your points at the beginning of our pre-race show next week at Richmond. JJ Park in ninth, and Xavier Alsop, our pole sitter, completes the top 10. Look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. A number of drivers who came in this race running very well in points. Wyatt Garcia came into this race as our points leader, 22nd. Ari Springer, second in points, 31st. Max Lipson, 30th. Lucky Prescott did not get herself in the top 30. 29th is where she's going to finish. Hattie Swore, fourth in the points, 26th. So not a good night for a number of these drivers. Paul Michaels, last car on the lead lap in 34th. I bet he and Bella Santiago have some explaining to do to Petty Motorsports. Maria Nowicki all the way down the Bill Nye, finished off the lead lap, 1 lap down to be exact. 2 drivers finished out of the race due to mechanical failures, a valve problem for Bridget Thomas, and a camshaft that broke on Sean Art, and that was right after Sean led a lap and got 5 bonus points. So that's really going to hurt Sean in the points. That's going to also hurt Bridget Thomas in points because she came in this race 14th in the points. So Arizona played its part in shaking up the points heading into next week at Richmond. And that is going to be a not so good thing for some drivers. But for others like Darby King, great momentum so far, and I believe with her 7th place result, I believe Jesse Art will take the points lead heading into next week at Richmond. That's it for our Arizona race weekend. We still got to cap off our race weekend, though. We're going to head over to Pennsylvania to find Monster Energy Series guys and gals as they're getting ready to go racing at the Tricky Triangle. You'll see that race tomorrow. Hope you will tune in for that. Hope you enjoyed this evening's race from here at Arizona Speedway. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. You've already seen your official finish results. You will see your point standings heading into next week at Richmond in our pre-race show, as we're off to Pocono Raceway right now with all of the drivers that are in the Monster Energy Series. So until then, I've been Dean Evo signing off. And you have been watching yet another broadcast courtesy of the PCSRA, the best center racing around the world since 2017. Good night from Arizona Speedway, everybody. We'll see you at Pocono tomorrow.